Hello, everybody. Can I ask everybody who's in the back to slowly head over to the front? This is going to be a very short session, only about 20 minutes, promise. I know you all have had a lot of long talks today. This one is going to be a breezer. It's going to be very short. Slowly make your way up to the front. Slowly make your way up to the front. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so how's everybody doing? How was the first day? Yeah? Sherzad is happy. Yeah, I'm happy. Cool. Well, hope it's been going well. We have one last session, as I said. This is going to be fairly short, and it's actually a fairly new concept that we're trying out in this Congress. And it requires all of your help to help us see what we can make off of this, right? This session is kind of called the Congress Caucus. The idea behind this is one of the feedbacks that we received from the years past is that the youth come together, we have many talks and yet not a lot of actions. We don't really get to find out ways to, deliverables to get back and be able to work on with each other. So what we've devised is a process by which we hope that we use this platform of the youth gathering together to actually come up with something, to have discussions and be able to come up with deliverables, to be able to discuss these issues, and so on and so forth. As we're going to go through what this process is going to look like over the course of the Congress, we have a number of our lovely volunteers in the back of the room who are actually handing out numbers to you. So as the numbers are being handed out to you, please hold on to them. I will explain what those numbers are for later. But so everybody should be getting a number. I'm going to now hand it over to Arzan to kind of talk a little bit more about what the details of this caucus session is. So again, if you are out there right now and you're hearing my voice, please come inside the room. It will be fairly short and we will be on our way after. So Arzan, take it away.
Good evening, everybody. So firstly, just one comment. We are really sorry that we are actually running an hour late. Running on time and making things happen on time is a pet peeve of mine. All of us have pet peeves, and I respect everybody's time as everybody respects each other's. So we're really sorry, it's day one, but we make sure that from tomorrow on we'll crack the whip, figuratively and literally if we have to, to make sure that things happen on time. Okay, so now coming back to this session, what is the Congress Caucus? So when you tell somebody about the word caucus, if you grew up in the United States, the first thing that comes to your mind is Iowa, right? Because the Democratic Party has caucuses where people get together, they discuss issues, they ask questions to a certain person, and then they make up their minds. We're going to take that political definition or an idea for caucus and put it to the side, but expand it as to, okay, what is it that we all want to happen? Or what is it that we all want to do? So the question is, we are in 2019, right? In another 25 years from now, as Mayor put it in his presentation, we will be somewhere around the middle of this 21st century. So let's just take a number. In 2050, right? What do you think our community, or in emphasis when you go to the singular, what do you think my community will be? Is the question that you're all going to ask yourself today, right? And when you ask that question, the first thing is, sure, can you put it in one sentence? Do you need a paragraph? Do you need to write an essay, or do you need to write a book, right? This can be such an open-ended question that we would just need a Congress only about this, right? But obviously, how are we going to do it in the 6 days that we're here? When we ask this question, the next question that follows is, can we shape our own future? Can we be what we want to be as a community 25 to 30 years from now in the middle of this century? How will we do that? If we don't start now, and going back to what we heard today, both from Mickey and from Mayor and other panelists, if we don't envision what we want, We cannot make it happen. So now to make this happen, we could obviously consider many different ways of approaching this. But we're going to narrow this down to just 3 areas. And a bit of the genesis of, I'll give you a personal story, a bit of the genesis of this idea of the caucus and the contents and the 3 categories that you see on the screen came from a series of discussions that I was involved with a part of 19 other amazing people at the Asha Center a year ago. And 11 of them are in the crowd today. And so it's not only just one person's idea or my or Parshan's idea, but a bunch of ideas that happen over late nights and just talking about them. So let's take 3 broad-based categories: society and culture. What will we be as a society and culture in 2030 as Zarthustis, right? The commonality is we are all Zarthustis. What will be our religious practices and knowledge in 2050? And how will our religion and our community structure and organize itself, both in its physical as well as its organizational forms? So these are the 3 buckets that we want. What would go in each one of these? So society and culture, right? Things like customs, traditions, the food we eat, the clothes we wear, the music, art, etc., etc. In religion and practice, just the basic knowledge of the religion. Once you have the knowledge, understanding what that knowledge means. What is the role of priests? What is the role of practice? What is the role of rituals, of scholarship, of teaching, of imparting knowledge, etc. And the third bucket is structure and organization. How will we structure ourselves as communities? Anjumans, Panchayats, Fezana, ZTFE, etc., etc. Global working group. Congress is happening across with different associations and organizations hosting them. The physical, building of Dharmairs, of actually placing and planting ourselves in new migrant lands. I remember something that somebody said, which was very poignant, that we stop being an immigrant community and we actually arrive once we build our own homes in our new lands, right? Think about it. Till we build our own Dharmairs in new lands, we will always be an immigrant community. The first time we build a new Dharmair, it shows that we are there for good and we will always remain there. And then it goes on further. In our old motherlands in Iran and in India, it was not only Dharmairs, it was universities, hospitals, housing, seminaries, etc. So how do we do all of that, right? So yes, I covered a lot of ground, right? Each one of these buckets, again, could be a discussion by itself that can go on for days and you know, sessions and etc. So let's look at it all together. And now I'd request all of you to actually take a picture of this, because there is no way that we can print this out and give it to you, because you will need this in what we are about to ask you to do next. So I'll leave this up on screen. Take a picture. Okay. So what's our end goal? After 5 days, on the last day, the very last formal session on the last day, on the second last day, is the focal, local, global public square. It is the public square where we all come together and hash out these ideas and put forth stuff, and then that will be somehow archived and we will hold ourselves accountable for it in the years to come, and maybe that becomes the leading discussion for the next Congress 4 years from now. So the end goal is for each one of the teams that will form to make a 2-minute video, right? Everybody has a cell phone today. Each of these cell phones can edit videos and make stuff that's really, really easy to do. And most of you are super pros at Snapchat and at Instagram Live and all of that kind of stuff. So this is totally up your alley, right? So you're going to make a video that the message of that video will be, my community in 2050 will be right? And the answer will be that video. But before you do that, there has to be some thought that goes into it, right? We just don't want you to jump, do a video, take all of those 3 buckets that we gave you to consider. And keep in mind that you don't have to consider those 3. If you think that there is a 4th one that we missed out, by all means, go ahead and talk about that, right? So what do we want you to do today? So between now when we end, right, and 6:30 in the evening, as you all have these numbers, right? There is somebody else who has the same number. So you have to figure out who else has the same number, and you will start getting groups of at least 4 or 5, maximum 10 people. Okay? So get together, find your groups. As you leave this room, there will be volunteers standing with butcher paper, 1 sheet of paper, and a marker. Okay? Get together with your groups, spend the next 45 minutes to an hour, go anywhere on the property. You don't have to sit here. You can go up to the Colonial Ballroom, you can go outside, and just discuss in a brief way what these three buckets mean to you, what will be my, as in parentheses, my community in the year 2020, and diagram it, write about it, somehow put it into, put it on paper, and at 6:30, come and return that paper to us. That's all we need you to do today, right? If you want more time and you want to do it, you can continue doing it over the time when we have food trucks and stuff like that outside. But I would say that, let's spend a good 45 minutes of serious time, do this, finish this, and then you can go and enjoy the food trucks.
And so I'll add to that, right? I'm going to come back to those sheets of paper that you received from earlier. Each of them has a number on it. There are 34 exact rows inside this room. So we're going to start from number 1, number 2. So each row represents a number. I want all the folks, if your sheet says number 1, all of you should be at the first row on the left side to my left. And if your sheet says, go on 1, 2, 3, 4 till 17, then 18 should be on the other side, and then all the way till 34, right? And then numbers 35 through 40 will be 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Does that make sense? It's going to be a little confusing, but bear with me here. There's 40 numbers. That means we divided you into 40 groups. The idea was we had 380 registrants, so close to about 40 groups was going to do. Sadly, about half of the registrants aren't here right now, so we're going to have smaller groups. Ideal number would be groups of 10, but we'll work it out with what we have. So let's see where we are at. For the next couple of minutes, what I'd like you to do is go again, number 1 through 17, and then 18 in the back through 34, and meet with your group. And between your groups, you need to find somebody who's going to be the point of contact for us. This is very, very important because we have no idea what numbers you've got. You need to decide on the point of contact. After you've decided on the point of contact, that person needs to go to the registration table and give their information to Roxy, which is our volunteer who's at that table, and she will then give you a butcher paper and a pen. And that's what we're going to do. So can we now have everybody go to their rows? And
so while you're finding your room, your group partners, right? This discussion, once you hand us the butcher paper today, the discussion doesn't stop today, right? We made sure that tomorrow, when you go to Santa Monica Pier, it's going to take a lot of time in traffic. So it might make sense that you team up with your buddies in your group and stay in the bus together and continue this discussion and maybe make your video at Santa Monica Pier, right? I mean, that's a great backdrop or something like that. Continue this discussion on the 4th of July during lunch. And then on the 5th in the afternoon, we would need all of these videos either Dropbox to us or just bring it on a thumb drive or on a phone and we can pull it down. And then we will display, we will call up the teams one by one and they will play their video and then we'll tell you what happens after that on that day. So are there any broad-based questions that are there? I mean, if there are smaller questions, Parshan and myself will be down and we'll answer them. But are there any big, glaring questions that are there for somebody? None? Okay, so now the easy thing is just organize yourself. How fast can we do it? Let's see.
And guys, make sure you're actually getting to know each other. Make sure you're actually getting to know each other, get each other's contact info, because you need to get each other's contact info to actually talk throughout the Congress. So talk to each other, exchange contacts, and go from there.
If at all, so let's give ourselves 5 minutes for this, okay? Hurry up and let's just give ourselves 5 minutes. If the groups are too small, we will combine some of the groups. What number are you? 36. So come there. Right. Okay, so if in 5 minutes, if in 2 minutes nobody shows up, join this group. Okay? Yeah, so stay here. There's a whole big crowd in the middle. What's going on there?
Hi, where would 29 be?
So go from here, so 18 is at the back, right?
And then keep going forward. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So you guys are still only two, right? So what might happen is you might join that group, but just wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, so do we have group number 1 ready? How many people? 3. Group number 2? 3? 4? Just 1? Join group number 1.
Yeah.
5? Group number 5, how many? Or just 1? Join group number 1.
Wait, no, you can join.
Okay, join group number 6. Perfect. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are a group? Awesome. 11. How many? 3. Okay, let's wait. 12. 12. 13. 14. 3. Okay, so 12 and 14 join in. So Carl, you guys go with the 14.
Yeah. Awesome.
15. Okay, so join 14. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. So 19 and 20 are together. 21. 21's together with 20. 22. Same with 20. 23. Okay, 24. 5. So 25 you're with 23. 26. 27. 23.
Wait, no, get him over here.
28. 29. Okay, 30. Okay, 31. So 31, go with 29.
No, actually, let's get him with number 2, because number 2, how many?
Okay, we'll get. Okay, so where did I last stop? You guys are 30, only 3? 31, 2, 3, 30. Okay, 34, 5, 6. So,
Come with me.
so 36, go
You guys
with
are number 1, right? You are
number 1. 37,
good.
and there's one more, right? Kairos is here too?
37.
Okay, 37 and 38. Okay, so you guys have all your groups, right? Pick any number. If your groups were combined, pick a number, select a leader, tell Roxy at the back who that leader is, name is, phone number. That leader is really a facilitator, right? You got your butcher paper over there. 6:30, Roxy will be sitting at the back. Hand over your papers to her. I will leave this slide up on the screen, but you don't have to be in the room. You can go anywhere on the campus, right? And I would advise you, yeah, actually go out. I mean, it's a beautiful day outside, and maybe you get a little fresh air and a little fresh ideas. And we'll see you guys at 6:30. Housekeeping announcements. The food trucks will be outside at 6:30. It's going to be tacos and dosas. We have all we've taken care of all people who have dietary requirements. So please come and ask one of the volunteers in the red, this thing, or specifically look for Chrissy, and Chrissy will help you. So all of that. Tomorrow morning, the Bohemian Rhapsody will be here at 9 o'clock. Tonight, Bohemian Rhapsody, you have to dress up like Freddie Mercury. The best Freddie Mercury impersonation will be allowed to perform at the gala night, right? So bring on your Freddie Mercury impersonation. There will also be an ice cream parlor outside, old school ice cream parlor. Come for that. Tomorrow morning we will start at 9 o'clock, and please be on time. Thank you very much, and you guys have been an amazing audience for today. Thank you.